What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and it's a full court press by Amazon Prime. What did I tell you guys, okay? I told you that this thing is going to succeed by hook or by crook. They have to make sure this thing succeeds. They're pulling out all the stops, okay? They came out and they got the old hobbits. They dusted them off. They pulling them dudes off the bench. Hey, we need you guys in here. We got to get this thing right. You know, we got to make sure that people love this show. They are doing everything in their power. They're going to put out more and more tweets exactly like the one you see. It's a full court press, okay? It's a full court press. Let's again remind you guys, okay, what's at stake here. Let me remind you guys. Remember this article. We went over it a little while ago. Again, 715 milli, okay? That's a lot of bread. Not to mention the $250 million that it took them to buy the rights to make the show in the first place. 250 million plus another 715 million. That's what, about $965 million? Remember this? One former studio exec recently told Insider this could make or break the studio. Yeah, it has to succeed. There's no option. So again, they're coming with the full court press, right? We stand in solidarity with our cast. You are all welcome here. Let's just read this real quick. We, the cast of Rings of Power, stand together in absolute solidarity and against the relentless racism, threats, harassment, and abuse some of our castmates of color are being subjected to on a daily basis. We refuse to ignore it or tolerate it. J.R.R. Tolkien created a world which, by definition, is multicultural, a world in which free peoples from different races and cultures join together in fellowship to defeat the forces of evil. Okay, the different races were elves and hobbits and men, and you know, that's what their different races were, okay? It wasn't black people, white people, Asian people, Latino people, okay? All right, let's just make sure we understand that, okay? The races and the cultures that they were talking about were specific to Middle Earth, okay? It had nothing to do with the real world that we are talking about, okay? And it was based on medieval European history and mythology. Rings of Power reflects that. Our world has never been all white. Yeah, this ain't your world. This is Tolkien's world. What does Tolkien's world look like? Let's just talk about Tolkien's world. You're doing an adaptation. Fantasy has never been all white. Middle Earth is not all white. BIPOC belong in Middle Earth and they are here to stay. Yeah, I guess if you are the ones that own it, you can do whatever you want to do with it, okay? But it doesn't mean that we gotta like it, and it doesn't mean that you're true to Tolkien, all right? You're just standing on the man's name and you're making a mockery out of it. It's just sad. It's just so sad. Finally, all of our love and fellowship go out to the fans supporting us, especially fans of color who are themselves being attacked simply for existing in this fandom. I haven't heard of any fans being attacked for just existing in the fandom. I've never heard of that. We see you, your bravery, and your endless creativity. Your cosplays, fan cams, fan art, and insights make this community a richer place and remind us of our purpose. You are valid, you are loved, and you belong. You are an integral part of the LOTR, Lord of the Rings family. Thanks for having our backs, and so on. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, this ain't Lord of the Rings, okay? This ain't Lord of the Rings at all. They putting Lord of the Rings on it, okay? And people are saying this exists in the Lord of the Rings universe. This ain't Lord of the Rings whatsoever, okay? This ain't Lord of the Rings at all. Yeah, let's see what the folks have to say about this on Twitter. The show is bad for many reasons, but the diverse casting is not one of them. Yeah, exactly. Like, the diverse casting really isn't the reason why this show is bad. You know, again, I go right back to the situation with House of the Dragon, okay? House of the Dragon has pretty much the exact same elements going on. They have, you know, diverse casting in the show, okay? But yet that show is getting praise. People love that show. That show is 20 times better than the Rings of Power. It has nothing to do with the diverse casting, but the diverse casting does indicate, yeah, we're just pushing a message. We're not really interested in telling the Tolkien story. They said it all on their press tours. Get new material. Playing the race card every time is old and played out. Fan blaming big. Oh, I like this. Let's see what this is. Let's click on that. You're just toxic fans. It was made to sell toys. You don't like strong women. They're all just bots. Yep. Go touch grass. Oh, hey, you never get tired of hearing that one. It's being review bombed. It's always been political. Boy, oh boy. It's an updated for modern audiences. You're just an alt-right Yahtzee. You're just mad you can't fap to it. People worked hard on it. It's Gamergate. Oh, they got their little safe space. How nice. Don't like it? Don't watch it. It wasn't made for you. You're just phobic. You're just a small vocal minority. You harass insert actor or actress here. You're just a bigot. It's a show for kids. You're just racist. Only incels hate it. Only straight white males hate it. Just let people enjoy things. It was meant to be bad. You know, like this last one, just let people enjoy things. Hold on. It's like they know exactly what the arguments are. This is from today. This is from today. Or no, this is from yesterday. Marvel Studios She-Hulk. Let people enjoy things. I was reading this earlier and just laughing. And yeah, it's talking about people can't enjoy things because, well, what's wrong with, you know, Jennifer Walters and Megan Thee Stallion twerking? You know, just let people enjoy things. This is an ever-growing problem for nerd culture. No, it became a problem. And here's the problem. That nerd culture has always been full of criticisms, okay? That's just the way it is. It's always been this way. It has always been this way. When I was a young buck on the internet for my first time in my early 20s, this is what we did. We went in on everything that was dumb. We called it all out, okay? This is nothing new for me, okay? This stuff is new for you guys. You guys wasn't used to this stuff. I think really Hollywood wasn't used to it because the internet gave everybody a microphone to say you suck, all right? And Hollywood can't stand that. They don't like the fact that we are vocal. We are saying, yo, trash sucks. This, and especially after they hijack your properties that you built up and you loved and you followed for your entire life, when they hijack that stuff and then they turn it into trash, yeah, you're gonna hear from the fans, especially the nerd culture, and I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. Yeah, this thing is just absolutely awesome. I love that. Let's see. This one says, big thanks to Nerdrotic, Disparo, Geeks and Gamers, Critical Drinker, and every other YouTube culture warrior for giving a bigger voice to the Stormfront crowd for making the Lord of the Rings fandom a really shitty place these past few months. Y'all are stars. Sarcasm. You know, you can blame these dudes all you want to, okay? But like I said, this is the way the internet has been since I've been around, since the internet has been around, okay? And if you want to co-opt somebody else's fandom, you want to take Star Wars, you want to take Star Trek and just turn it into your little personal culture show, hey, guess what? You got to be prepared for the heat, okay? Because there's fans of this stuff that's like, no, that's not what we do here, okay? You got to make a show that's true to the game. You got to make something that's true to the fandom that I belong to, okay? And if you don't do it, I'm gonna call you out for it every single time. I don't have a problem with that. I don't see why anybody has a problem with that. All right, and it's not racism, okay? This racism stuff, again, it's just a red herring. It's just to deflect the attention away from legitimate criticism. That's all they're doing, okay? They don't want to hear your criticism, so they come out and say, hey, if you don't like the Rings of Power, you're a racist. That's basically what it comes down to. Watch the usual YouTubers act like this is some kind of personal attack against them, despite them always saying they're not racist. Yeah, I'm not racist. I'm not a racist guy. Hey, you know, do y'all think I'm racist? You know, I'm a black man. Or I might be lighter than the average black man, but I'm still black. Am I racist? Let me know in the comments if you think I'm racist. Newsflash, when people think your writing is bad and dislike your show, preaching at them from some imagined moral high ground isn't going to win them over. It simply turns off others who might have given the show a chance. Bingo. Ghostbusters, then Obi-Wan, and now Rings of Power. The racist can't seem to just shut up and go back to watching Duck Dynasty. Again, that's the problem. Because your only argument is that these people are racist. That's your only argument. You fail to listen to any of the legitimate criticisms because you don't care about the legitimate criticisms. They just want you silenced. They just want fandom silence. Fans, go away. Stop talking to us. That's what they want. Lord of the Rings is awesome. Tolkien was a great man. Agreed. Tolkien's work is problematic. It needs to be updated to better suit my modern woke ideals. And if you disagree, you are a racist incel troll. No, go away. Oh my God, when did Tolkien fandom turn into a toxic, hateful place? When you showed up. Listen, folks, they want the fandom silenced, okay? They want fandoms to just shut up and go away. That's really what they want, okay? There's $1 billion on the line, and they're not going to just take this lying down. They're not just going to let you come in and give your bad reviews, even though they're legitimate reviews. They're not going to let you just come in here and give bad reviews. Nope. They've pulled out every single stop that they can. They're saying, hey, full court press, we need to make this thing shine. And they started it off with the fake and phony reviews. We saw those, and they continued it. Oh, nope, we got to shut down these bad ones now. And now you can see they got the original Hobbit stepping in here. They're trying to, hey, we're all one. What does it say? You're all welcome here. They're pumping and promoting promoting this, this kind of multiracial type of a shirt, that's what they're all about. Okay, they have to make this thing win. There's no way this can fail. $1 billion can't go down the drain. So they're going to do everything to silence fans at this point. They've already got the reviews done, and overall they want all fans silenced. They don't want to hear from us. Okay, they don't want to hear from us anymore. All right, that's why it's important just to turn the heat up. Okay, keep talking, keep sending your reviews. Okay, if you've gotten all of the information and all the evidence that you need, and you want to say, you know what, I'm not watching this trash, I'm gonna give this a 1 star, I won't stop you. I won't stop you, and I'm not gonna say nothing bad about you. That's like the only thing we got left, is our mouths, our words, our votes. They don't want you to say nothing negative. They just either want you to praise everything that they do or slink away into the shadows. But we're not slinking away into the shadows, no way, no how. But anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation, man? This is hilarious. They got old Elijah Wood coming out, standing front and center with his little shirt on, trying to say, hey, we're all together, guys. Come on, you can do it. They pulling out the big guns at this point. Yeah, I don't think there's any way in the world that this is going to turn a corner for Amazon unless the show gets better, period, point blank. Okay, you can say anything you want to, you can call people racist. There have been plenty of bad reviews, even by like legitimate critics, that have said, yeah, this is just trash, this is just a terrible show. All right, and unless they get this thing right, like probably starting in episode 3, I think it's just all downhill from here. But nevertheless, go ahead, leave me your thoughts and your opinions in the comments below, and thanks for watching. See you next time.